Right. Whoops. Welcome to another episode of the Mindset Podcast. The young lady that I have here sharing the screen with me, she is Bria Sims. Say hello, Bria. All
Hey y'all.
right. Bria, her dad and I have known each other since kindergarten. Shout out to Jeff Sims. And
Yes.
about 16 years ago, I relocated to Texas. And he and I reconnected. We're originally from Chicago, and I relocated here 16 years ago to Texas. And he and I that's another podcast and another story, but we
Hmm.
happened to meet each other and reconnected. And so, and I've reconnected with his family as well. So we're family. So this
Yes.
young lady, Bria is like a niece to me, y'all. So,
Hmm.
you fellas out there, you watch how you kind of look at the camera now, all right? Because I will shoot you. So, um, but Bria has started her own fitness training business, and so since I have this platform, what I wanted to do is I wanted to highlight her and put the spotlight on her. And so, if you happen to be in the DFW area and are in need of training as we try to get fit here in 2026, we're starting out the year, we want to get our bodies right and tight. This is a young lady you might want to consider having work you out to get you in shape. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk to Bria about fitness and training. So,
Yes, let's get into it.
so Bria, how long have you been a trainer?
I've been a trainer going on 6 years.
About 6 years. Okay.
Yes.
And what made you decide to get into fitness training?
Honestly, I was in college. The normal freshman 15 kind of hit me. I was having bad habits and I was noticing the bad habits and I wanted to make a change. And of course, my brother, he was a collegiate athlete at the time or about to be a collegiate athlete at the time. And I would come home in the summers and I would start working out with him. So he initially got me into the gym as far as working out, but the love and passion kind of came as I went through my own personal journey.
So it's Jeff
Yes.
Jr.'s fault. Shout out
Yes.
to Jeff Jr. And for those of you who are not familiar with the freshman 15, she's talking about on average, typically when you're a freshman, you put on about 15 pounds of weight. I
Yes.
know,
It
I've
hits you
been there.
fast and hits you hard too.
So it does happen. You get away from home, you start eating bad
Hmm.
things and being lazy and all that good stuff. And next thing you know, you got 15 pounds on you by the end of your freshman year. So,
Exactly.
okay. So, did you start out, did you go to school for this at all? Did you change your major to focus in on this? Or, 'cause I think you were
I
starting out trying to be a veterinarian or something like that.
Yes, I wanted
Okay,
to work with
yeah.
animals. I still very much do love working with animals. I do it on the side for volunteer work, but I
Okay,
did go to school for almost 3.5 years to be a veterinarian. And then,
okay.
like I said, as I was going through my fitness journey and found that passion, I changed my major to kinesiology, exercise science,
All
with
right.
a what's the word I'm looking for?
A minor
With a focus on
focus.
personal training. Hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. So, folks, she is qualified. All right. She
Yes,
just, she's not a joke out here. She actually knows what she's doing here. So,
yes,
okay. Um, do you have a name for your business at all, or what's the name of
yes. It's called Waist Doc Fitness.
Waist Stop Fitness? Okay.
Yes, I call myself the Waist Doc.
Okay. And where is your facility located?
I'm located in downtown Dallas at a facility called Self Made Training Facility. We're actually going through a transition right now to where we're going to be called Manifest Institute, but when you look it up, it still pops up as Self Made Training Facility.
All right. Say the name again for me.
Self Made Training Facility.
So maybe. And do you have the exact address where it's located at all? You know?
It's 1925 East Levy Street.
Okay, 1925 East Levy Street. Just,
Yes.
some folks on there might be writing it down, so I want to say it
Hmm.
twice. And then at this point, they can go back and hit the rewind button and look at it again and hear it.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Um, so if anybody is in the DFW area, how can they contact you if they want to hire you?
If they, we have a website as well with the gym.
Okay,
Um, I think they took because I said we're going through a transition, so I think it's down right now. He's in the works of putting up the new website. So if they
okay,
want to contact me, they can definitely reach me through Instagram at Waistdoc. or TikTok at the Waystock. I'm currently working on my website, so that will be coming soon in 2026.
Okay. All right. Cool. Very good. Give me the Instagram and the TikTok addresses again. Again, for those folks that may be trying to write it down and all
Of
that good stuff.
course. At Waystock, just Waystock for Instagram. I
Hmm.
guess somebody already had the other portion. I couldn't put the in front of it. So just Waystock for Instagram. And then TikTok is the Waystock.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Cool. Now, do you have a age range that you deal with as far as clientele?
I do. Most of my clients are 25 and up. I don't really have a cutoff limit. I train women who are in their 50s, who are in their 40s, 30s. I have a couple who are in their 60s. So I don't really have a cutoff, but I don't do anybody younger than 25.
Okay. Okay. And why is that? Why not under 25?
Just for commitment reasons. I noticed a lot of I've worked with college students in the past, and they're focused on school and getting their life started. So it's really hard for them to commit for long term to actually see the progress they need in the gym with a trainer.
Okay.
So
All right. All right, cool. So with that age range, are there different exercises that you recommend or do based on someone's age?
Honestly, no. I just kind of I go off of their actual fitness level. So when I take them on as a client, we'll have a consultation. We'll talk about all their goals, their health concerns, any physical limitations that they have. The first session that we go through will be a assessment, which is me judging where you are on your fitness level. So then when we begin training, I know where to start you off at, and if you're with group training, I know how to implement you into that group training as well.
Okay.
So I don't go off the age, I go off of their low. Because I have some people who are in their 50s, 60s moving better than my clients in their 30s. So age doesn't really matter, it's just about how much you currently move your body and how active you are in your life.
Okay. So when you do your training session, do you do them like as groups, or you do it individual, or is it, you know, both?
I do both. I do one-on-one training and group training.
Okay. All right. Do you have different prices, individual versus being part of a group, or is it?
Yes, individual is a little bit higher price package because you get that one-on-one, and we really kind of both we go over nutrition in both groups and both training packages. But one-on-one, you kind of have that personable. We can actually really nitpick and talk about everything. Versus group training, my attention is everywhere, and it's about half the price of the one-on-one training.
Okay. All right. And for just to
And
give you an
group,
example,
okay,
let me, let me show you guys an example here. This young lady knows her stuff. Oops, wrong one. Stop sharing that one. Sorry. This is the one I wanted. All right. You fellas out there. Here she is. Now, see, now I'm going to say these are supposed to be before and after pictures, right?
yes, sir.
So, so on the left is the before, right?
Yes, that was about right before I started working out.
Right before you started working out, and on the right is you putting in the work.
Yes, that is current. That was since we just got to 2026. That was 2025.
Okay. And then this one, my goodness.
Yes,
So
big
on,
transformation.
on the left, right?
Yes,
And then the after on the right. You see, ladies, see what we're talking about, fellas? See what we're working with here, right? All right. The last one. On the left, before, and on the right, after. Look at that waistline. Look at them
and
abs, man.
and speaking
What?
of waistline, that's why I call myself the waist doll because that is kind of my motto is to snatch the waist and keep the curves. Because a lot of ladies nowadays enjoy their thicker bottoms and they want to have a tight waist. So that's kind of my mantra: slim the waist, keep the curves.
Okay. There you go. Slim waist, keep the curves. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Cool. Um, all right. So how much time do you put in, or when you do your sessions, how much time do you put in doing
Each session is about an hour to an hour and 15.
hour and
And
15?
I usually train early mornings from about 4 or 5 in the morning to about noon. Then I
Uh,
kind of have like a triage time where I kind of get my own personal workout in, do programming on my laptop, and prepare for any other future programmings I need with clients or future clients for consultations. And then I go back in the evening and I train from about 4 or 5 to 7:30.
okay. And what about nutrition? Does nutrition play into this for you as far
Yes, that is a huge portion. We can't do training without nutrition. I have all my clients actually in a group. How would you what would you even call it? Like, I guess a group nutrition app that we have. I can see all their macros and calories when they log their food, so we can stay on track, and we track everything by the month. Each month, at the beginning of the month, we get their new numbers as far as weight, body mass, and their body fat, or muscle mass and body fat.
okay? All right, all right. So we saw when you started your journey. So like your measurements, like your waist was what at the time that you started
My waist at the time, probably like about in the 50s.
in the 50s,
Yeah, about 50 inches.
and you're down to what now?
We're in the 20s.
Nice, from
We're in the
50s to 20s. My goodness. So, because I know that, like, my personally, I've lost a lot of weight, lost about 60 pounds. But what I'm noticing is now I'm losing. It seems like I'm losing inches, but not necessarily weight.
weight.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to figure that out because I'd like to lose another 20 pounds myself, but
Mhm,
I'm happy losing inches. You know, you look better in your
mhm.
clothes, you feel better,
Close,
and all that
right.
stuff. But I would still like to lose weight. So what would you recommend for somebody like me?
I would say it probably starts with the nutrition, and he probably also needs to be lifting weights. I know a
Lifting.
lot of people want to go cardio based with a lot of things, hopping on that treadmill and just walking for a good 30 minutes, but we have to pick up the weights. That's the only way to see change that we want is by picking up the weights. And
Okay.
I know people are scared to lift heavy. I get a lot of clients who are nervous about looking bulky or just lifting weights in general because they're like, well, I don't want to gain too much weight, but lifting weights doesn't just mean gaining weight. You can also lose fat, which is really what you want, is to lose fat instead of losing inches. So you got to pick up the weights in order to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's good. And you're right. I have focused more on cardio than strength training. So that's the
Mhm,
adjustment I probably need to make then. Okay. All right. That makes sense. All right.
mhm.
Cool. All right. Well, that is all I have. That's enough. We've covered a lot here. Again, let's get the location of your training studio. Where's that at?
Yes, downtown Dallas in the Design District area. It's called Self Made Training Facility. The address is 1925 East Levy Street, Dallas, Texas. It is a great facility, great culture. Everyone, all my clients love it there. So if you ever want to come check it out, definitely come check it out. We
Right.
have mhm.
And she will get you looking like this. So let's go over the TikTok and Instagram addresses again one more time.
Yes, Instagram is at Waiststock and TikTok is at the Waiststock.
Okay. All right. And she could have you guys, ladies, have you looking like that there.
Yes, I
Okay.
have some of my workout videos on there. So if you want to see what the workouts will kind of look like, they'll definitely be on there.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, I want to thank you again. I want to thank you again, Bria, for joining me and allowing me to spend a little time with you to talk about your business and to help me get folks back in shape, including myself. And I appreciate the advice that you gave me. And folks, if you're in the DFW area, this is a young lady that you want to get with to help you get in shape. And with
Yes.
that, I want to say thank you again and peace out. Take
Yes.
care.
Thank you for having me as well. Spreading awareness for fitness. I always enjoy doing that.
All right. All right.